When it comes to the offense, I can shoot and pass. And just like a minute man, yo, that D won't last. When I step into the three, man, you best guard me, cause I deserve it 99 like my man KD. Yo, it's king.
You know you had to start off with a bang.
Let me start off with a bang, dropping a flame. Ain't playing no game. I'm losing my brain. I'm going insane. I must complete my mission to corrupt the system. And who won't stop me, huh?
What's good to all my OGs, OHG, O-Head Gamers, and my Royal Rebels? It's your boy J King the Rebel, and I hope y'all having a great day. Hope y'all had a great week, and I hope y'all are enjoying your weekend so far and continue to enjoy your weekend. Now y'all know, so at least you probably figured out by now, I already do the weekend, but I got some stuff for y'all, man. I don't know if you guys caught the 2K TV or the tweets from Wang, but we're gonna talk about some new gameplay stuff or stuff concerning the gameplay on 2K22. A lot of the stuff is stuff we already know, but it's good to hear from Wang's voice himself. So let's get into it.
Lunchtime, and you've released some details on your blog and social media. So tell us what's going on with NBA 2K22 that you can share with us.
Oh wow, there's so many things to share, Alexis, and the city got a big rework. On Gen 4, there's a cruise boat. It's crazy. There's just so much going on with gameplay, an all-new defensive mechanic system that feels way better to me. It's a lot more fun, a lot more competitive, and just across the board, so many areas were touched. So I don't know where we want to start, but let's talk about some gameplay maybe.
All right, let's do that. What do you think the community is going to be most excited about with gameplay changes?
It's going to be a hard one to pinpoint. I'm going to say two things, but number one, because this was one of our biggest pillars for gameplay this year, it's going to be defense. And I think that's going to be just perimeter defense, body ups on the floor, movement, and how the players feel just in on-ball defensive stances and on-ball defensive situations. But at the rim especially, and contesting shots, all that stuff was reworked. We have an all-new block system. It just feels much more rewarding on the defensive end of the floor, just making plays and getting stops. So I think that's going to be the most exciting thing for our community because it's just a much more balanced game and a much more fun game to play. And the second thing I'm going to say is, because this is one of my personal favorites, is going to be dribbling. I think that just all the stuff we've added there with the new combos and the new signature moves, which is going to be a lot of fun.
What is Wang most excited about with 2K22 gameplay?
Yeah, and that's, I think just what I alluded to is just the game feels way more balanced, and it makes more sense just in terms of how we're rewarding players if they are doing the right thing on the court. I know it sounds really general and really basic, but a lot of times in the past, sometimes you'd make the right play or do the right thing, but you weren't always rewarded for it. And if we're in 2K22, I feel like that's it's much more just a one-to-one. If you make the right play, you get rewarded. You get the right stops or you score. So just shooting open shots, taking high IQ shots, much more rewarded. It just feels way better to make the right play, get open, knock down those open jumpers. They're so much fun to play with. And Luka too, right? We brought in Luka from OCAP and he gave us his patented step back jumper and his moves, and so the nicest guy and super funny, just a pleasure to work with. So we're so excited that he's our cover guy this year.
And that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about Seasons?
Yeah, so Seasons is going to be, we've had it in the past with my team. And the goal that Eric Benish wanted this year was to really extend the seasons across the entire game. So I'll speak to gameplay because that's my area. What we're doing with Seasons is we're going to try and release content throughout the entire year. On day one, we've usually just thrown all the animations at you, all the signature moves and shots and everything. But we're going to try and roll that out across the year just to kind of change the meta up a little bit, give people something to look forward to. And it's really going to, I think, just prolong the life of the game and make people just excited to try new things as the year goes on.
Mike, I know that a lot of players love making the dominant archetypes of NBA 2K and NBA 2K21. It seemed like it was the power forward. So Mike, what do you think the dominant archetype will be for NBA 2K20?
That's a good question, because that's something that we're always trying to balance and tune, because we don't really want there to be one dominant archetype, right? So the power forward thing is fixed, and it's much more spread out in terms of the badges you get per position and heights and archetypes. But one thing we've really focused on was trying to make all the different heights and positions have unique strengths and abilities. So one thing that I think might actually be interesting is we might have a lot of smaller players this year. If you are 6 foot or under, you get a massive speed boost. You have access to higher ball handling ratings as well as like 3-point ratings. So a lot of people might gravitate toward that direction this year. Having said that, in our online test here internally, we've got a guy who plays as like a 7-foot center every single time, and he is so dominant in our games. So, I think it's a good mix, because I think you're going to have people who want to be kind of that in the middle road, small forward, power forward, and still kind of do it all. But you might see some players gravitate toward like point guards, small point guards even, and then like big centers, and hopefully we have the whole gambit covered and it's a much more balanced experience overall.
What are the gameplay differences between Gen 4 and Gen 5?
That's an interesting question, because we wanted to do our best to try to keep parity between Gen 5 and Gen 4 as much as possible. So all the stuff that I mentioned before, like the dribble moves and combos, all that's going for both gens. But Gen 5 has some great features that are exclusive to that generation, because all the stuff we did with foot planting, a lot of tech with movement, that's all going to be exclusive to Gen 5. And we also have some pretty interesting features, which we're going to probably go into in a little bit later, with alley-oops and with dunks, that provides a bit of a skill mechanic to those specific moves. So stay tuned for more on that. But they're a lot of fun to use, and I think our gamers are going to love just trying out these new features that are specific to Gen 5.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a preview of NBA 2K22. We are so excited for the game to release, and I know you are so excited as well.
So at 2:40 a.m. Eastern Time, Mike Wang tweeted out, "New seasonal animation content drops are for my players only, not NBA players. The goal is to keep the game fresh all year long and encourage players to use signature moves that they otherwise may not have. Don't worry, there will still be a ton of variety to choose from at launch." So basically, I know a lot of us had a question about the whole seasonal pass thing. How does that, work? What's going on with the whole seasonal thing? Basically, they're going to be releasing new moves throughout the season or throughout the year with 2K22 to introduce new moves, and that's probably to keep some of y'all from doing that same old stuff like the curry slide, like that. It gets annoying, and it gets very boring to even play against. And for a lot of y'all, despite the fact you keep doing it, you get bored. But you don't. Everybody wants to do the same thing. So they're trying to keep it fresh, and I think it's a great idea to do that. Keep it fresh, keep the gameplay fresh. Keep us interested throughout the year, because I think a lot of us got bored throughout the year. And I know personally, I took a good little month and a half, 2 months off after already getting into the game late, and I was just playing like GTA and Call of Duty, But this is probably going to keep a lot of us interested. Hopefully, the moves are interesting. They're good moves, and hopefully it does pique some interest. I think they'll need more than that, but I think it's a great start. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give credit where credit's due. We always want to criticize every small thing, but I would like to give Mike Wang and the dev team, credit for that. I think that's a great idea. Now there were a couple tweets that Mike Wang responded to. And, you don't get a lot of that too, man. You gotta give the man credit for responding to tweets too, man. Like, he ain't have to say nothing. He could have left your questions up there, but that's why we ask the questions, because we notice he'll answer. So, respect to him. And, we respond to certain stuff. We always respond with respect too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like he should get a little snappy, because some people be coming a little sideways, and I would get a little snappy if I was him. But anyway, so somebody asks, will animation/SIGs be limited per position? For example, will we see power forwards and /centers able to use curry slides and other animations in their playmaking if their playmaking is high? Or will certain animations be locked to certain positions? Now, Mike Wang replied to that saying, "We're gating more animations based on size and ability this year." So, as much as he probably wanted that to happen, I agree with them not letting power forwards. I mean, KD is a great ball handler for a 7-foot guy. but he ain't doing no curse slide. He's not out here looking like Kyrie Irving, you know. And I think it's ridiculous that a lot of y'all think that you should be able to do that. Like, come on, let's keep the game realistic to an extent at least. Come on, guys. I mean, you don't even see LeBron James out here dribbling like Steph Curry. I mean, let's be real, guys. Like, come on, you can't have everything in one build. Like, you guys really just probably the same type of guys that use the freaking Zen and all that, you know what I'm saying? Because you fear competition. Let's keep it real, what it is. You fear competition, so you need a cheating advantage. That's alright. You spending extra money for some stupid stuff. I'm still gonna beat you. I beat a dude with Zen at least twice, because they actually mentioned it in the game. How many of y'all probably got it that ain't mentioned it? I don't know, but them guys seem to be pretty open about it, and I whooped both of them. Doesn't matter. That 3-and-D something different. So, anyway. So, there was another tweet that stated, if you unlock animations at 99, you don't lose them anymore if you drop to 95. Just copy it how baddies do it. People just quit games if they know they'll lose, which is true. And Mike Wang, this is something that is great, because this is something that really annoys me, because I just played the game and lost my 99, and we won because one of the players was being selfish. You know what I'm saying? But in all honesty, it was the defense that won the game, and I'm not gonna lie, he had 11 steals in that game, so I can't even get mad at him. If he's doing it on the defensive end, I can't get mad. He's doing his thing. Granted, I was doing my thing, of course, too. I'm playing with this 3-and-D, and I've been shutting stuff down. I've been keeping players in single digits for a whole game. So, but Mike Wang responds, overalls won't drop this year. Simple. Overalls won't drop this year. I don't know about y'all, but that is so exciting to hear, because I'm tired of grinding so hard for my 99, especially with my full space and slasher. I unlock certain things at a 99 because I get an 84 driving dunk, which gives me pro contact dunks. So, you know, stuff like that. Or even with my big, getting it up to a certain point where my driving dunk becomes a 70, and now I get certain dunk animations like the Shaquille O'Neal dunks and the Dwight Howards. So, you know, stuff like that, you know, it sucks grinding and then you lose it so easily. You know, it's just, I'm glad they just, you know, took that out altogether. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that, and I hope you guys are too. I'm pretty sure everybody's pretty happy about that. All right, another tweet states, well, you still need a high 3-point to shoot, because it's hard to shoot with an 80. I personally don't find it that hard to shoot with an 80. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I've been seeing people, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, I think it's Y'all Man Gaming. He's one of them. Brother Jones. He's another one of them. Joe Knows, excuse me, is another one. They've been, you know, posting a lot of videos and shooting with like lower 3 points, like 50 something and 60 something. You know, shoot, I even created a glass lock with a 60 something 3-point, and I did pretty decent. I haven't took them out to the wreck or nothing, because I just created so many players and I haven't had a chance to finish grinding them. But I got too many other players that people need me to play guard most of the time, or I play my big man who's a lot more solid in the paint. But yeah, my 3-and-D is an 83 point. My floor space and slash is also 83 point, and I'm pretty much a threat on that outside. I think you guys got to pick your spots a little more and just know how to time your shot. And Mike Wang responded and said, you don't have to have as high as last year to be a perimeter shooting threat, if you have good timing at least. So basically, if you could time your shot. I think he was a little overreaching with the 80. I think he just sucks at shooting. Sorry, guy. So another tweet. And can you please let us stay 99 after all the hard work we put in, instead of losing our 99 stats if we lose a game? Some of us don't have squads and play with randoms. Now, this is a huge thing with me. Like, I play with randoms a lot, man. Like, so I hate the fact I get punished for playing with randoms, because a lot of people are just selfish players and just don't know how to play team ball, and they don't want to include you, or they come in with a squad and don't want to include you. Like, they just don't play good basketball or team basketball. And even if we lose, like, it just really blows me. It pisses me off. But Mike Wang said you won't lose your 99 this year. Once again, great freaking news. Great news. I am tired of grinding and grinding to get my stuff taken away for things that are out of my control. And I know you guys feel the same. So, another tweet. Is steady shooter gone, Mike? Please say yes. He said yes. To me, it doesn't matter. It was a useless badge. Yeah, it's taking up room. It's unnecessary. So yeah, I feel I never use it, but I don't care if you took it away or not. It doesn't matter to me. So I've never used steady shooter, so it doesn't bother me at all. Another tweet, last tweet. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy y'all weekends. I got a family cookout to go to myself. But next tweet says, will it just be locking existing animations behind this season concept? Mike Wang replies, some of the content is from previous 2Ks like the Curry slide, but most will be new. So basically we're getting new moves, new animations. Pretty simply put, so it's good that we'll be having some new stuff, new things going on, new way of going about it, and some of the stuff, it's good to see that they're listening to us. Some of the stuff we stated, whether it be small stuff or not, at least some of the stuff we stated we don't like are going to be the things they're changing. You saw from the video, defense is going to be emphasized. Me being a defensive player, defensive-minded player, rather it be on the game or even real life, I am always about defense, and I pride myself in defense more than anything, and then I pride myself in my passing second. So, you know, it's good to know that those things will become more relevant within the game and, you know, more detrimental as far as, you know, changing the outcome of the game, you know. So I'm excited about 2K22. Well, I'm anxious. I'll say that. I'm anxious. I'm maybe a little excited. I'm a little excited too, because I'm excited to see how much in that direction, should I say, of this control will we really have. And I think the biggest thing is for us to have the control, and that seems the thing that Mike Wang is emphasizing, giving us as the player control, a lot more control over our players, control over how we play, you know, even the dunks and stuff like that. Because I know personally, I'm going for a dunk and all of a sudden he cocks it back and somebody behind me blocks it. That blows me. Just like, why did I choose that animation at that time, you know? And you have no control over which animation goes in effect. So apparently we'll have a lot more control over these things. Apparently, from what he's saying, it doesn't complicate it too much, but we'll see. I don't know. I kind of feel like there is going to be ways that we will be able to get it done where it won't complicate it, but you know, it's going to be up to us to see the game. Still waiting on that gameplay trailer, but at least they gave us something, man. We got to hold on to what we got, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got to realize the situation in which they in. And I'm not kissing ass. Trust me, I'm not that. I'm not looking for a logo. Be nice, but I'm not looking for it. It is what it is. I'm out here to tell the truth, but you know me, I'm all about positivity. I'm always about giving people a chance to mess up. I'm not going to count them down before I give them a chance. So, end of the day, I'll wait till the game comes out to see how true this may be. I'm not going to shoot them down and say it's not going to be this, it's not going to be that. So we'll see, and when the game comes out, trust me, you'll see how honest I'm going to be. Because 21, I'm not going to say it's trash because I'm playing it. I'm realistic, but at the end of the day, it's not what it could be. But they also rushed it, COVID, everything, I get it. But I'm hoping that at the very least we are doing better than 21, because 21 is annoying, very annoying. So, but so far so good on how it sounds 2K22 is going to be. Thank y'all for stopping through. Thanks for giving me a chance. Shout out to all my OHG, old head gamers, and my Royal Rebels. I am Coach King, aka, let me see, Coach OG, aka J King the Rebel. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for giving me a chance. I'm here for y'all. And remember, don't be toxic. Let's ball.